Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Zach with Zach Attack Cards, coming at you with another exciting opening. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at the last 3-ish years of Bowman. And I say that because unfortunately, 2024, last year, was not a very easy year for me to find Bowman around here. So unfortunately, we're skipping 2024 and we're going to go back to 23 and 22. And basically, just take a look at what's changed. I'm curious because I think that Bowman really doesn't change all that much, and I kind of wish that they would shake up the base card design even just like a little bit from year to year. But at the same time, with my luck in 2025, I feel like it's been probably the best year of Bowman that I've ever opened. 22 was the first year that I opened like a bunch. Like, I want to say I opened like 8 or 10 boxes of it. Did pretty well, but I opened a lot. Whereas the Bowman 25 so far this year, I think I've only opened like maybe 6 boxes, something like that, and done still really well. So I feel like it's just been a better value overall. So it'd be interesting to see how the value compares and basically all that kind of stuff. We're going to do our similar comparisons. You know, we're not going to dive into this card sells for this much. It's just going to be a fun comparison, right? Like we like to do on the channel. If you've seen my comparisons in the past, then you know what this is going to be. This is essentially just, you know, kind of a cool factor or basically just which one do I think would do the best if I were to go about and sell them without actually, again, diving into the eBay stats and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's take a look. So what's interesting is we've had green parallels ever since 22, as you can see across the bottom of each box there. Rare retail exclusive green parallels, so that hasn't changed. Same with the number of cards, 72 cards every single year. So honestly, I think the only thing that's really changed is kind of who you're hunting for. So we're going to start with the oldest, since we haven't seen it in a while, and work our way forward to 25. So let me know in the comments down below before we open. Let me know which one you think will win, which one you or even which one you think was at least your favorite. That's what I'm curious to know. This one even still has odds on it. Check that out from 22. So pretty darn cool. Obviously hunting for that platinum way down there, or even 75 years of Bowman buyback, 1 in 10,000. But no, the platinum 1 in 234,000 packs. So can almost guarantee that we'll be getting one of those now, won't we? But let's see what we got here. Obviously our cover boys. One we don't want to talk about so much anymore, and Wander Franco, and is it Jordan Lawler? I think it's Jordan Lawler. It's interesting that they don't actually put their names on here, but I'm pretty sure it's Jordan Lawler. So anyway, let's dive in. 2022 Bowman. And if you're wondering, I've had these in back stock. As I've said before, I have a very small unopened collection, and whenever I can, you know, use them to create an interesting video, I certainly do. Or what I think will make an interesting video, let's say. So there's Ronald Acuna Jr., Giancarlo Stanton, Nolan Arenado, Cody Bellinger, Joey Votto, Bo Bichette, J.J. Bleday, our top 100 prospects for the Marlins at the time. I believe he's now up with the Athletics. We have Norge Vera, first paper prospect. Kevin Alcantara, there we go, for the Cubs. Big leaguer this year. Jackson Chourio, there we go, first Bowman. Very nice. Denzer Guzman and Alejandro, I think it was P or something like that was how you said it. Somewhere along those lines, but a Jackson Chourio. Not bad. I don't think I actually pulled that card back in 22, so I will absolutely take it. Even a paper prospect is a nice, a decent one of that one. I did buy that card graded. I think I got it in like a 9 or something, and it costed me like 10 bucks or something. So clearly a card that's been overgraded in the market. Correa, Merrifield. We have a Matt Vierling rookie. Shane Baz rookie. Jackson Kowar. and Gavin Sheets, who's had a bit of a revival to his career in San Diego. Oh, an auto! First Bowman auto, Ricardo Genoves, maybe. Something like that, I'm not sure. So we pull an auto already. And let's see, born in 99. Name doesn't really ring a bell, so I'm not too sure what he's up to. I'll say been about 4 years now. I have to look that up after the video, but not bad. On card. We'll add that to the Churio. It's probably the best cards so far. We got Pedro Pineda. We have Leover Peguero. Once again, non-firsts. Everson Arteaga. And we get a numbered card in the same pack. Ooh, Diego Cartaya. Very nice. 120 of 150. And a Max Muncy. So, nice stuff coming out of here so far. It's another nice one. So, we're going to sleeve both those up real quick. Muncy is definitely going to be a difference maker. I don't believe he's made his debut yet, but he's been talked about for a long, long time. Diego Cartaya. At one point was the catcher, right? Top. Catcher, yeah. So at one point he was the top catcher in all of the minors. I'm not so sure nowadays. But already a solid 4 cards out of the first, I think, just 2 packs. Really nice. Well, perhaps I was wrong, and 22 was an awesome year. Hoy Park on the rookie. Cal Raleigh, there you go. Completely forgot his rookie was in here. So another nice one to add to the pile. Andrew Lopez and Trout, followed by Noel V. Marte, now with the Reds. Will Wagner, first Bowman. I believe he's in the majors as well. Christian Hernandez, or Elvis Martinez, he's at least made his debut. I'm not sure if he's still up. Luis Verdugo and Michael Triana. So let's get Raleigh in a sleeve as well. Gonna have to grab some more sleeves off my shelf here. I just didn't expect to have so many quote-unquote good cards, at least so soon. Juan Yepes, there's a decent amount of hype around him when he first came up, but not too much since. And we got Manning, Welker, Nick York, top 100, was 15 at the time. We have Eddie's Leonard. A lot of non-firsts in this one so far. Peyton Wilson, Isaac Pacheco, and Malcolm Nunez. I guess I didn't have a pile for non-firsts. So maybe the first kind of quote-unquote dud pack. We have Luis Robert, who's everyone's still quite surprised was not shipped off at the trade deadline. And, oh, well, our Rookie of the Year favorites is a Wander Franco. Would have been a good card back then, for sure. Misael Gonzalez. We have Tristan Casas. Lenine Sosa, first Bowman. Not a bad one. I'm not going to put it in the top few cards, but not bad. Benjamin Bailey and Roner Quintero. Last pack, finally, of 22. And say 22 with a solid showing here. It'll be interesting to see how the others stand up. Pujols, that's right, still in the bigs. Our Virtuistic Vibrations, Yairo Palmeras, Rodolfo Nolasco, Victor Labrada, and Fidel Montero, all firsts. And Jonathan Clase and Cooper Kinney. Class A, again, not a bad one either, but I don't think it'll make the top. So I think what we'll go with for 22, the Cal Raleigh rookie, not bad. Cartaya, numbered to 150. A Chrome Max Muncy. The auto, Ricardo Genovese, or something like that. and Jackson Churio first paper. So not a bad showing. I'd say five nice cards there, including an autograph. So very, very, very nice showing. Now what we're going to do is file these off to the side and move along to our 2023, which is yet another one. I didn't open a ton of 23 as well, so it'll be interesting to see what those look like compared to the others that we have here. But let's see what we got here. So, I mean, it's got my guy Gunner on there, which is nice, as well as Drew Jones, who's definitely lost some of his some of the shine off the diamond, if you want to put it that way, or something like that. There for a while, he was the biggest prospect in baseball, and I think quite a bit of the shine has come off since then. But you never know. I mean, it's one of those things where it's hard to tell. He could still come up and be an excellent player. I think at the moment he's only had like a cup of coffee in the majors, but here we go. So here's what standard Bowman looks like this year. Just 1 year later after 22. So, I mean, I guess a little bit of difference. They kind of closed in on the player a little bit with the borders, but still, Bowman kind of keeping it plain. Seager, Crawford, Martinez, Perez. We have Tovar, Hunter Green, and we have a green. Oh, we have an auto. Bang. Matt Mervis, first Bowman auto out of 99. Again, another one that would have been like a really, really nice pull back when this set came out. He's another guy that has kind of fallen down a bit since then. Actually not 100% where he is either. I don't think he's still with the Cubs. Edward Julian, that's not a bad one. And there's Max Muncy, prospect card. So we'll I mean, the Mervis definitely has to get. Wow. I promise that I didn't weigh these as much as it looks like I did, because I had these in my backstock. If I had, I would not have held off on opening ones with autographs, that's for sure. And I mean, I just don't do that in general. But we got DL Hall, there's Shohei, Pete Alonso, Bryce Harper, O'Neal Cruz, Josh Young, Jordan Lawler. There we go. There's our top 100, number 8. And there's Jordan Lawler's prospect card. Axel Sanchez, first Bowman. And Logan Wagner, first Bowman. Now we have Ricardo Perez, first. And Justin Henry Malloy, first Bowman refractor, numbered to 499. All right, let's go. Guy that's kind of quietly putting together a really nice year for the Detroit Tigers. So obviously no longer with the Braves, but man, that's nice. We are we're gonna have a hard decision to make at the end of this, that's for sure. Maybe put those over there for now. Justin Henry Malloy got his rookies in this year's tops. Abrams, Abreu, Nolan Jones, Lou Bob, got Cassis, Senga, our modern prospects, Jackson Churio. Really like that insert for that year. I ended up going out and getting a whole bunch of these at a card show for like 50 cents. I don't know if I got Churio, but I got like Ellie and just all the big names you could think of. We have Juan Chacon, Gilbert Herrera, and Luis Lara. He was one of the top guys when this was out. Frederick Bencosme for my O's, and Henry Ramos. So, a lot of fun, actually. I'm going to have to kind of save up some more Bowman. It was a lot of fun to go through these and kind of see where the guys are nowadays. Spencer Torkelson, glad to see he's finally figuring it out. Scherzer, Hoskins, Alec Burleson. There's my guy Gunner on the rookie. And Brian Bayo. Ellie De La Cruz, Sights on September. That's a nice one. We have Dylan O'Ray, first Bowman. Cole Young. Khalil Watson. We have Austin Charles and Gavin Cross on the, I forget what this was called. Some parallel. But not exactly the name you're looking for. So, cooled off quite a bit with 23. Let's see if we can continue. We have Vientos, rookie. Turner, Contreras, Tatis, Max Meyer, Justin Verlander when he was on the Mets. Number 15, Taj Bradley. Was just involved in one of the trades this past deadline. I forget where he got dealt to. There's a Matt Mervis first Bowman. Davision de los Santos, another guy that recently made it up to the bigs. Luis Garcia. And we have Axel Sanchez and Leandro Arias. Last pack. Let's see if we can get anything else to kind of add to our pile. Mike Trout. We have Nelson Velasquez, Chris Bryant, Bobby Witt, Yelich, Shea Langoliers, Garrett Mitchell on our Rookie of the Year favorites, Tony Blanco Jr., Kennedy Corona, Daniel Montesino, Wilbur Sanchez, and Michel Dizon. Or Michael, sorry. Or maybe it's Michel, I'm not 100%. I mean, the only other one that I would kind of add out of here, I mean, it's kind of because I'm partial to him, is, of course, Gunner. I know he's not really in the conversation this year for, MVP, but he had one heck of a strong year, and he had obviously his injury to begin this year, but that's what I'm going to put as the top three for this one. Gunner, we got Justin Henry Malloy, first Bowman to 499, and a Matt Mervis Green Shimmer to 99, which is quite nice. Like I said, I'll have to take a look and see exactly where he is nowadays, but otherwise, nothing too fantastic in terms of the other first Bowmans and stuff, I'd say. But it's still pretty incredible to get an auto from both boxes. It'll be really cool if we can pull an auto from 25. Thus far, I've pulled just one auto. Y'all saw it in the or two autos, I guess, if you count the one from the Mega Box. But only one from the blaster boxes that y'all would have seen in the last video. If not, go back and check it out. That was a very fun video where we kind of went back to Bowman because I'm of the opinion that it's just a better value than Topps Chrome with the high price tag on Topps Chrome. But here we go. So lastly, here's what we got. So compared to 2 years ago, kind of like a reversal of the border, and they kind of rounded it at the bottom instead. And then compared to this guy, I kind of wish they would have went back to, I like the fuller picture than just kind of putting a border on it personally, but that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. You guys let me know in the comments down below which you think is the best. We got ourselves a Chase Burns. That's a really nice one considering how he's playing for the Reds. Of course, came up this year, but just a refractor, not a number or anything like that. We won't put it in the top just yet. So Thomas White first, Cole Fontenelle first, and we have a Bryce Rayner and a Josu Prezino, maybe something like that. Got J-Ram, Bellinger, and Albies. On to the next. Adrian Del Castillo, Hurston Waldrop, Rhett Lauder, Shea Whitcomb, a couple nice rookies there. Bishop Letson, Kevin McGonigal, who's one of the top guys this year, and Luis Morejo. So I guess we'll have to take McGonigal out, considering he's in the top 10. Alejandro Rosario, first. Romeo Sanabria, first. And we got Chapman, Sagassi, and Rosarena. So I guess we'll say our first hit will be the McGonigal. Moving right along. On to the next. Brooksley, Paul Skeens, Tyler Locklear, Greatness Loading, Walker Jenkins. We have our Reptilian coming up. Jared Sundstrom, Lucas Ramirez. I believe that's Manny Ramirez's son. Yumin Lin first. We have Anderson Brito and Fabian Lopez is our first. Which, I mean, it's still a parallel, so we probably should count it, but now that I think about it, we didn't count the green one from, 2 years ago or whatever, so we will not count that. Obichette, Carlos Correa, Mookie Betts, Rockstar Rookies, Reese Hines. We have Christian Moore. That was the auto I pulled last video. There's David Ortiz Jr. Not hard to figure out who his father is. Romeo Sanabria. Both firsts. Chinwei Lin, Blake Walters. Ketel Marte, Contreras, Kyle Tucker. 2 packs to go, and 25 is not measuring up. I thought it would be much closer, but then again, didn't anticipate the autos and the other ones. Shohei, Jackson Jobe, Shota, and we have Nick Kurtz on the very important prospects. Tearing it up in the majors. Emil Morales. We have Victor Rodriguez and Blake Walters again, followed by Richard Matic and Robert Calaz. Harper, Tatis, and Wynn. So last pack. Can we get a little last pack magic to finish this off? Otherwise, I think it's going to be very easy to eliminate 2025 in this race. We got Riley. We got Butler. We got Kobe Mayo from Mayos. Got Rhett Lauder. All right, finally, not a Acuna, so I'll take that. We got Drew Jones. There we go, still a prospect. Will Simpson. And Edglin Perez. So no autos, it looks like, in this one. Javier Magallan. Humberto Cruz. And that's going to do it. Langford, we got a Dylan Cruz rookie, and a Yuri Perez. We didn't even get a James Wood, so arguably, the McGonigal is the only one worth mentioning out of this opening. So, I mean, like I said, I would have counted the Reptilian, but we didn't count the whatever you call the green, this guy here from 23. So I'm gonna go ahead and eliminate 25. Because I think McGonigal is about the only one worth taking a look at. So we're down to 23 or 22 with the Gunner, the Malloy to 499, the Mervis Auto to 99. Let's go ahead and just quickly gather these guys up, and we can kind of stretch these out real quick. Kind of give you an idea of what we're dealing with. A little easier than just making them kind of float. So we got these three, beginning with the Auto, the Malloy, and the Gunner. I mean, by pure numbers, Obviously 22 will take it, but remember the auto isn't numbered. Our one numbered card is also a guy that is not in the majors at the moment, whereas Malloy is. And then you have Gunner, which I guess can sort of be canceled out with Raleigh, although Raleigh is definitely having a better year this year, as I've already said. So it's tough. I think it's closer than it looks, but I'm going to go with 22. I think you just have to, with the Muncie, the Churio, again, getting an auto, getting a nice numbered prospect, and then of course the Raleigh rookie. But you guys let me know in the comments down below which you think is the ultimate winner here, and I'd be interested to see what your views are. Or maybe I missed something, or missed something in 25, or certainly let me know what your thoughts are. But overall, I think this was a really fun opening, and hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I like to do these different comparisons just to see how things have changed over the years, and obviously it's always fun to kind of throw in a stipulation of which one's better, right? So that's what we did here today and what we'll continue to do. But with that said, guys, I don't want to waste any more of your time. I do apologize for going a bit longer with this one. Like I said, a lot of surprising pulls that made it a bit longer. But if you could head down below, hit the little subscribe button, hit the like while you're there. If you like videos like this, certainly get yourself subscribed, and we'll have a lot more content like this coming, a lot more openings. Going to do some more openings where we're chasing some rarer cars and things like that. Baseball, football, wrestling, all kinds of stuff. But would absolutely love to have y'all along for the ride. I'll put out videos every Monday and Friday. And the last thing I want to say is just thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting. Like I said, meeting in the real world at card shows and stuff like that. It's always a blast, and I appreciate it. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and get you on out of here, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.